in essence, it's a difference of values, isn't it, I suppose? But they are both fighting from the centre ground of British politics after a period of both parties moving further away from the centre ground of politics, both in terms of Corbyn and in terms of the Conservatives under Boris Johnson and Liz Truss. So they're both putting their tanks firmly on a kind of centrist lawn, which is why they feel pretty echo-ish of each other. I think for me still the big difference is this, that Rishi Sunak, who is a decent, good, hard-working Prime Minister who has got a terrible toxic legacy to try and unpick, for me, from a comms point of view, is still lacking the vision thing. Okay, if you do these things, which are not small things to do, any of them, by the way, you can have all the reductive language you like, but the reality is these are huge, complex, in points quite intractable problems. What does Britain look like? What are you governing for? What is your sunny uplands? What does it look like? Whilst it's all a bit disconnected from people, at least I can see Starmer moving into a vision thing where his growth comes from creating Britain as a green energy superpower. Now, look, the irony of all of that is, for me, is there is no way you're going to do that without Liz Truss supply side reforms, right? That's the reality. You need to have a radical overhaul of planning in this country because, if you need to build more offshore wind farms, more solar farms, more onshore wind farms, more small nuclear power plants, you're going to need to have a massive, massive rethink of how we handle infrastructure build in this country. It takes years and years and years to get anything off the ground in this country. And one of the reasons that, we're going to struggle to meet our, net zero obligations, let alone become an economic superpower in the global green race, is because we are bedeviled by our own very weird, very English kind of pettifogging planning rules.